Hello, 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 my love bugs. Once again, it is your girl, Lily Love, here with another message from the divine. As I always say, today if you're hearing my voice, I ask that your heart not your heart, for I am just a messenger, and we are all here to witness and learn. Thank you guys for your likes, your subscribes, shares, views, and memberships. Everything is greatly appreciated, my loves. If you have not already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button for your girl, okay? And also check out the memberships to see if you want to give some donations or if you would like to receive extra readings. And for those who are donating, I appreciate you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I was setting up everything, right? And I was hearing Rich Homie Quan, what would you do for some paper? Okay, what would you do for some paper? What would you do for that paper? What was that? I'm trying to remember exactly what part it was because it was giving me goosebumps. Let's shuffle while I try to remember. For that paper, we on our way up. Okay, I was broke down bad for the longest. Had to thank my God on the way up. On the fuck shit, ride with the 40. If you owe me, better pay up. Don't talk that, show me, okay? Something going on, but I'm gonna let the money talk for me. What was it? A lot of y'all don't know me, but I'm gonna let the money talk for me. And I'm like, what would you do for some paper? So we find out what somebody did for some money. It's given like a bunch of people don't know you. They had a lot to say about you. They did a lot towards you. They don't even, I'm just kidding. They don't really know you like that. But you're going to let the money speak for itself. You're going to let your paper speak for itself. You're going to get out here and you're going to grind. Or maybe you did let the paper speak for yourself. And a lot of these people who try to judge you and talk about you, they look stupid now. They look foolish now. They feel foolish now. Okay? I'm hearing, I heard a lot of out here broke who will do anything for that paper. And I know a lot of out here broke wear a lot of fake hair, a bunch of makeup. Okay? So you got some people I heard some posers. I was broke down bad. Something. I'm from East Atlanta, not Decatur. Could have something to do with Georgia. And you know Rich Homie Quan was sacrificed. Let's go ahead and say he was sacrificed, okay, for his energy. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Somebody tried to sacrifice you for your energy. Could be a community of people, a collective of people. Maybe they tried to do some witchcraft on you here recently. Yeah, and then I saw this owl right here, see no evil, and then I heard peekaboo. So they could be trying to watch you, passing by your home, peekaboo, peekaboo. Can't remember how that song goes, but yeah, somebody watching you. These people must have did some magic here recently, and now they're trying to watch you to see if it worked. Okay? They feel like there is a change in cycles. Because you're having happiness and success right now, there's been a change in cycles. So maybe these people had you trapped in cycles a long time ago. This is the 9 of Cups right here. So 9, the ending of something, the ending of these people being money hungry. Okay, what would you do for some paper? So they would do anything for that paper. Material scammers. He said he know a lot of, men out here broke who would do anything for that paper. You know, a lot of itches out here broke, wearing a bunch of fake hair and a bunch of makeup. Okay, these money hungry material scammers. Okay, trying to eat up off of you. They're trying to eat off of you because you're very career driven. You're a nurturer for some of y'all with this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, King of Pentacles. So you might even be in a King of Pentacles, like with your work. You're in a masculine energy when it comes to your work. You really get to the money, okay? And these people didn't like that about you. Maybe that's what made these people think that they could sacrifice you. Maybe these people wanted you a part of some sort of group. You just wasn't subscribing. You wasn't going. So they thought, okay, well, we just can't have this person out here outshining all of us. Let's take the shine from this person. And now they feel foolish because they can't take no shine from you. They can't take no shine from you. Oh, I did not mark out. All right, remind me not to show y'all some of these. Well, how you gonna remind me? I gotta remember not to show some of these cards because I did not mark out. I did not mark out the tatas and stuff. All right, so now we have the 3 of Wands. An abrupt change went on. These people were working together and there's an abrupt change because now the cycle has changed. The cycle has ended for these money hungry material scamming ass people. Okay, a lot of people is out here broke now because they'll do anything for that paper. And they're watching you and you're like, this is Oya. This is the Oya card. She coming through and she tearing some stuff up. Maybe you're going to have some like heavy rain in a little bit, or recently you had some heavy rain. Somebody could have had a tornado warning, a tornado going on, could be tearing up certain buildings. You know how tornadoes only come down and tear up certain stuff. I feel like there's certain buildings that are going to get torn down. It's going to cause a lot of confusion because it's some mishandled magic. Somebody feels like they mishandled this situation with you. If they would have took the correct action, none of this would be happening. So somebody's blaming themselves because you're successful right now. They feel like they should have been able to take you out This person has accumulated a lot of burdens because they were trying to take you out. The load for them is too heavy at this moment, okay? It's because of your intuition. They tried to blind your intuition. They tried to play in a blind spot of yours, but you kept the blind faith, and that's how you were able to beat them, okay? This person and somebody else thought that they would have a mutual benefit if they could take you out because they're experienced. They were devoted to this. So you may have had two practitioners working together for this group of people, or for the love of this group of people, so that they could take you out, and they're upset because they mishandled some sort of situation. These people could be EIs, they could be Babas, they could have been an EI and a Baba that was working together against you. This Baba wanted to take you out, and this EO wanted your energy, okay? So both of them got together and they wanted to try some sort of sorcery to deceive you, or try some sort of deception, mirroring emotions towards you. My whole deck just went upside down. I don't know what's what. Crazy work. Yeah, this devil energy, okay? This devil energy thought that they would be able to, I'm getting, they desired to torture you. They thought they would be able to torture you, but then they reached their limit. They got rejected in the spirit world. Ooh. Ooh. And this is Legba. They got rejected. There was some sort of verbal conversation that was going on. Somebody thinks that they can sit down and they can channel these energies. And I think they were having like a ritual. I'm seeing a lot of people in white in a circle, and it's a Baba, and he's sitting there, and he got on white, and he got a hat on, and he got his elekes around his neck, okay? And then I'm seeing somebody cast shells. I'm getting goosebumps, y'all. I'm seeing somebody cast shells, but it's like a circle that they're casting these shells in, and someone in this group ended up getting possessed, and they got told about themselves. It was a verbal convo that was going on, and they got told about themselves, or this person who got possessed verbally told everybody in the group about themselves. And then a lot of things were revealed. Maybe they were hiding secrets from each other in this group, okay? They were trying to send an evil spirit towards you, a devil spirit towards you, and now they have released some sort of uncontrolled energy. I'm hearing, and they all fall down, okay? Like, you know, ring around the rosy, pockets full of posy, ashes, ashes, they all fall down, okay? And then we got families right here. The whole community is going to fall down. One by one, people are going to pass away. People are going to suffer through poverty. People are going to vagabond and beg. People are getting diseases. They tried to mirror all of this energy toward you, so you were being untouchable and undesirable. They didn't want anyone to look at you. Okay, I'm hearing torture, something about torture. Maybe they tried to get some people to come and kidnap you and torture you. I know I had a situation like that a while back. Like a few years ago. It was a bunch of people who started practicing Ifa, who came from Nigeria, and they came into this community, and you know, they took a lot of people under their wing, because you know, impoverished communities and in places where, especially in the South, where you know the laws and stuff are not in melanated beings' favor, they come and they provide, and you know, a lot of people is getting away from the church. They come in and they provide some sort of shelter for these men, these Narduels. Okay, remember in the song it say, I know a lot of out here broke who will do anything for that paper. Okay, so these men were enlisted to be traffickers. They were enlisted to be kidnappers. Okay, they would sell the drugs in the community. They would act like they had all the money, post pictures all online, you know, draw females in, and then all of a sudden these females end up broke. These females end up with herpes. These females end up with diseases. These females end up, you know, disappearing, become missing persons. All right, and then the females, I know a lot of out here broke with a bunch of fake hair and a bunch of makeup. Okay, and then they would dress these feminine energies up to go after the men. They would seduce them. They would try to have children by them. They would try to lay down with divine masculines, or masculines who had a possibility of being divine, and then baby trap them. You know what I'm saying? They was running some shit around here. I'm not even gonna lie. And I do remember that they did send somebody who was close to me at the time and try to get them to enlist me in whatever group it was. And I'm like, nah, I'm good, because the feminine energy, first of all, the feminine energy who was running the group, she was a wicked bitch. I'm gonna just call her what she is, because she was a very wicked bitch. Like, I didn't like her. Her attitude was completely fucking nasty. She had the worst attitude ever. And why would I wanna, just period, y'all have a low vibration. Ain't no way you doing something good for people and you so fucking negative. Like, it's just not happening. So at that point, they just released they full-on beast on me, child. They even tried to get some of these men to kidnap me and my baby. We had went to Publix, the grocery store, and I noticed that it was like a van that was following me. And one of these dudes, they would act like they was in construction at the place that I was working. And they would drive the van, and they would try to talk to me. And it would be kind of weird, you know. kind of weird. And I found out that he was in prison recently and he just got out of prison. So, you know, I ain't judging him. I'm like, okay, you got a construction job trying to change your life. That's cool. I'm never one to judge, okay? Never one to judge. So I remember, you know, him saying something to me. I know it was a little shifty. I don't know. It was just something about his energy that I did not trust, okay? And he was trying to get me to want to talk to him, but he's not my type, you know? So I didn't pay him no mind. I went to the store, me and my baby, we went to Publix. And I, like, got so good, y'all. Like, I noticed when I walked in, I was like, something feel off. I just need to go. So I turned, me and my baby turned back around and we was going out the store. And as soon as we turned back around, the dude was coming in. And when he saw me, it was like a deer in headlights. He just paused and his jaw hit the floor. And I looked at him and I winked and I walked out the door. And I'm like, that's spirit being messy. That's my higher self, like, hat bitch. Because I ain't had no intentions on winking at this man, but it was like, hat, you caught. You know, spirit was coming through me to tell him, hat, you was caught. And I found out, yeah, he had been following me. He was trying to see where I stayed at. He was trying to follow me around the store so he can call other people up there and they can orchestrate something. And it was like, no, Holy Spirit told me to get up out of that situation right then and there. So you could have went, look, and then right here, swallowed in the belly of the beast, and then rejection, upside down. They was trying to get you swallowed in the belly of this beast. Come on, somebody. Okay, these people wanted to cause some sort of confusion about you, or they were causing confusion about you. Maybe the feminine energy, or somebody who wanted to hire you, that Ia, she felt some sort of way about you. Okay, but you're safe. They didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that you were safe. This entire community at that point had no unity, or they don't have any unity right now because nothing's going in their favor. But some of y'all, they don't have to be an EI and a Baba. These are the cards that I chose, and this is about Sankaria and the Yoruba spirituality and the faith. Okay, a lot of people getting drowned out. Right here, you see that water in the background falling down. A lot of people getting drowned out, okay? Lightning, a lot of destruction. I'm telling you, it all falls down. These people are in their emotions. Whatever they mirrored towards you is now falling down in their life, and it's unbearable for them. A lot of violence is going on. A lot of people could be passing away. A lot of people could be getting in very violent car crashes. Maybe they wanted that for you. Something's going to happen that's cataclysmic is what I'm hearing. There's going to be some sort of destruction on the place that you're currently at. If you're in a current community, the minute you leave, I'm hearing displaced. The minute that you leave, this place is going to be taken under siege by the archangels because these people was playing too much. This place is going to be taken under siege. The devil is going to be able to walk on this part of the earth, and that's because they conjured him, and he's going to come and he's going to test some shit up. Now, when I say the devil, that could be any of the fallen angels. That could be any of these fallen angels, okay? Whichever one that they were subscribed to, whichever one they prayed to. The minute that you leave, these people are going to have hurricanes. These people, if you're not in a place with hurricanes, they're going to have tornadoes. I'm hearing flash flooding, severe thunderstorms. All kind of stuff is going to go on. And these people know that. Okay, somebody could have been in the woods trying to do one of this EI and this Baba could have been in the woods trying to do some sort of witchcraft. If you look right here, they could have tried to make a doll. Right there in the middle, could have made a doll, a voodoo doll of you out of sticks, out of mud, out of things that they went to the swamp to go get. Somebody tried to go to a swamp or go to a river. Okay, if this got something to do with the EI and the Baba, they tried to use Oshun. They tried to go to a river and petition Oshun against you. The negative aspect of Oshun against you. These women could claim that they were, women of Oshun. If you don't know anything about these people's practices or whatever, this could be a tarot reader or someone in the occult. I'm seeing occult power. Someone who did sorcery. They could be EIs and Babas in a different place and they could be attacking you. Somebody's being attacked by someone else from Louisiana. You could be from Louisiana and these people are trying to attack you. They're upset that you didn't want to join their community, so because they wanted to drain you of your energy, so then they took it upon themselves to say, you know what, since she don't want to join, then we're going to take her out. Yeah, these people did something very careless. They gave an offer that was very careless just to attack you and sabotage you, and it didn't work. Page of Swords. They thought they were very clever. Whoever this was who thought that they were very clever, trying to get vengeance against you, this person is having mood swings. A messenger. Okay, so boom. When they was in this circle of people and they was doing whatever this was, trying to conjure this energy, there's a messenger, a person who usually does let the spirits ride their back so that they can speak for the spirits. This person is very moody. This person is possessed now. this messenger. They have a messenger, somebody who they use for like what is it called, y'all, when these people like to, some sort of messenger that they had in this group is having mood swings right now, and it's like in and out. They were in and out of consciousness, and they got hollered at, they got screamed at, they got scolded by whatever spirit this is. They pushed some sort of limit, and I think this spirit gave them this prophetic message of what is going to happen the moment that you leave from where you are, the moment that you and your family leave whatever land that you're on right now. This spirit told them, this spirit was prophetically telling them what was going to happen to them, what was going to happen to the land around them, and they will not be able to escape. And these people are afraid right now. And this person who channeled that message, there we go, a person who channeled that message, this messenger with channeled message, this person who channeled that message is having mood swings now, because this spirit is on them. This spirit is full of fire. It's a petrol spirit. This spirit is full of fire, and the spirit is on them. The spirit will not leave. The spirit won't leave until everything falls down. Once again, ashes to ashes, they all fall down. This is true judgment. This cycle is closed. These people can no longer do any more magic against you. Their spirits that they petition are not accepting anything else from them, because you are a messenger of universal love, or you show universal love, you spread universal love, and you're very useful in the awakening of other people on other parts of the earth. So you may be someone who's supposed to travel. You could be a Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart about traveling. Okay, you're gonna have a brand new beginning. These people wanted to keep you in one area to try to use you as a energy source, and it's not working out for them, or it didn't work out for them, of course, because now they're gonna have to go through some sort of harsh punishment. All these people gonna go through some harsh punishment. Somebody was trying to run back to Nigeria. They cannot go. This is someone who thought they were a boss. This is the person that was very aggressive against you. This person is finding out that they're not going to be able to leave. Their plan was to do whatever they did and then go back to their homeland. It's not working. Maybe this person was filtering money back to their homeland. Yeah, something unexpected, a new beginning for their family and what they practice. Okay, and they're not able to do that. Somebody was doing this for some money. Somebody came to your community to start up some sort of band of bullies, is what I heard. A family affair sort of situation. These people came and they were supposed to take you out, and the only reason they came to this region is because they were paid to do so that they will be able to like fund a village or fund wherever they came from with the money that they was gonna get off of taking you down. Yeah, they were supposed to serve 6th house. They were serving someone else, a work, an organization, working on your health, causing they literally came to cause destruction. I'm hearing touchdown to cause hell. Damn, here go Mars. They literally came to start some sort of destruction, and they get a sensual enjoyment from that. They like doing that. They like causing mischief. They like, you know, this person may have a trickster spirit on them. They were very passionate about this communication, passionate about you, passionate about talking about you, trying to change things, trying to deceive people. This person thought that they were very cunning and they're very superficial. They're inconsistent though. They're inconsistent with their thoughts at this point. They could be losing their thoughts. They could be forgetting things. Yeah, this person is trapped in their south node, okay, somewhere where they wanted to put you. They're receiving some sort of judgment that they were supposed to receive in a past life. This person could have been a very like I said, they thought they were very skilled. This person is so focused on vengeance. Some sort of hateful energy traveled with this person from a past life. See that? This could be the person that one of these people. This is the Hierophant energy. So when they was in this group, let me show y'all this. And then the devil right behind this. I'm telling you, when they was in this group, I'm gonna cover up her tatas. This a man, YouTube. This a man right here. But when they was in this group together, the main person of the group is the one that got hit with the spirit. Is the one that told all of them what was gonna happen to them. And everybody followed this person blindly, and everybody was scared when this person did this, because it's never been this intense before. The quiet before the storm. It has never been this intense before. What's going on? Damn, this person could have passed away. This person could be sick and passing away. This person is scared to pass away because they know they're under judgment, and they're going to have to face some sort of entities in purgatory. They're going to have to face these entities, and they're afraid. Somebody's mental activity is not right. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody can't shake a spirit. Somebody's having mood swings. Somebody's mental activity is bad. They can't hold these social activities anymore. They can't hold these meetings, these group meetings anymore because they're too sick physically and mentally. Okay? Somebody could be a Capricorn energy, trying to be an authority, trying to be the one in the group that had the wisdom. This Hierophant energy once again. Alright? They had a lot of resources, a lot of love, a lot of friendships off of their position. They no longer have this. People are afraid of this person, but not because of what this person could do to them, but because of what's happening to this person. All of these people were looking at this person for some sort of expansion, a higher level of education, getting him or her or both of them to teach. I feel like it's a masculine energy right now. We had a hateful feminine in the background, but this masculine, the one that they were following, because in that I heard in that conglomerate of people, but in that spirituality, the Baba is the head. There could be no woman that's like over a Baba. Okay, the Baba is like the highest one or whatever, and or at least in the group, in that secular group, the Baba is the man that tells everybody what to do, and everybody was looking up to this person to find out what to do. To get some sort of higher education, okay, some expansion, some abundance. Like I said, what would you do for that paper? A lot of these people thought that they were going to be able to use your energy, like I said, to make money, use your energy and trade it in for money. And now they looking at the person that was over them, the person that was teaching them, the person that was leading them down the wrong damn way. They're looking at this person like, well, if she defeated, because they think that you're fighting physically, well, not physically, but they feel like that you're fighting spiritually back with this person. If you could defeat they leader, then they have no hope. That sort of energy. And this female, she refused to believe that. This female didn't like that shit. She was very dependent on this masculine, but that's the one who's moody as well. She's passive aggressive. I told you, this person is obsessive, unable to let go. You turn this person down, or you turn whatever initiation that this person wanted to get you in, a group that this person wanted to get you in, you turned it down because you were in your north node. Okay? And this woman didn't like that about you. She didn't like that you had your own spiritual strength. She felt like she was the strongest because she was under the Baba or right along with the Baba, and she felt she was the strongest, and she felt like all these feminists should bow down to her because she was very insecure. And the fact that you could just go out here and do your own thing really fucked with her. Okay? Yeah, it put her in some sort of energy of oppression. That's why she wanted to be so cruel to you. She was very jealous of you. She wanted to end you. She wanted to take you out. So they did a bunch of rituals. All these feminine energies did a bunch of rituals, all dressed in white. I'm telling you. They did some sort of dance. Some sort of dance to cause destruction. It was in an impulsive moment. And now somebody's going to be facing some jail time. And this could be spiritual jail or actual jail. Yeah, this person was being ruthless and vicious. This person may suffer some real jail time because they did try to hire some people to be very unethical, is what I'm hearing, do some unethical things to you. These people have done this to other people before, sacrificed other people before. So they went around and they got people who had already taken lives before, people who were already empty shells, people who were walking around like meat suits. Okay, the Holy Spirit keeps telling me that even though I'm relating this to EIs and Babas, whatever spiritual practice of people who attacked you, you know what the spiritual practice is for some of y'all? It's the same thing. There is a masculine energy. You are a threat to their hierarchy. The fact that you are a single feminine woman by yourself and you did not have another man telling you what to do, you were a threat to their teachings. You were a threat to their system, and whatever spiritual system this was, you were a threat. So the women was jealous of you because you could do whatever you wanted to do. You were a free spirit, and the masculines wanted to take you out. They wanted to possess you. They wanted to get rid of you so that the other feminines wouldn't rebel against them and realize that even though that may be your spiritual practice, okay, even though all the masculine energies, they tossed Oshun to the side and tried to make her an outcast of the community because they were jealous of her power, jealous of her strength. They tried to strip her of everything. You can have that Oshun energy about you, and these could have been some fake ass Oshun energies, and you could have been the real divine feminine, okay? And they wanted to, they just like they wanted to cast Oshun out and take everything from her and put her in poverty and call her a witch, and she was actually blessed beyond measures. Okay, she could do way more spiritual things than they could do, but with that hierarchy, she wasn't allowed to. The misogynism, okay, It could be your situation. So whatever group of people you know that attacked you in some sort of spiritual practice, that's what was going on. But in this practice, I am seeing people dressed in white, people wearing ileges, okay? And for some of y'all, if y'all don't know what spiritual practice that these two practitioners were doing against you, this could have been either Santeria or a Yoruba spirituality, okay? They call it Ifa, but under Ifa is like the umbrella for a whole bunch of other different religions, just like Christianity is, deals with all kind of other religions, like Baptists and all that stuff like that, okay? So put yourself where it go. But I just heard these are people from the bush. These are people from a different country. Yeah, earth sign. These are people that are very connected to the earth. But that makes them very materialistic and stubborn and possessive and resistant to change. Come on, somebody. And here go that Sagittarius energy. Okay? Being very open-minded. Generous. Optimistic. Okay? These people wanted you to be blind. Like heavy on this blind. They wanted to block your here go, I dream, the 12th house. They wanted to block your spirituality. They didn't like that. They wanted to block it. They wanted you to self-sabotage because they couldn't end you. So they wanted you to self-sabotage and have some sort of limiting belief on yourself so that you wouldn't be able to heal and get closure and continue to grow. They wanted to mess with your subconscious and put you in the afterlife. Okay, these people was crazy. Damn, with the moon. And they tried to do this in secret. This is a secret organization that was coming against you. Okay, and it didn't work the way that they wanted it to work. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out for them. The 5th house. They tried to get someone to romance you and possibly put some children in you. Somebody to start some drama with you. Somebody to get into some sort of love affair. They tried to send a player from the Himalaya sort of energy toward you so that he can baby trap you. They wanted to affect you spiritually, but they couldn't do it if they didn't have your energy. Or they wanted to low-key take your energy for somebody who you were being physically affectionate with. Okay? Yeah, this could have been a perfectionist. Could have been a Virgo energy. Somebody who has who's very critical. Okay, they pay something about attention to detail. And this person is kind of bossy. This person wanted to boss you around. This person possibly has a lot of other feminine energies. Yeah, they have a lot of other feminine energies. And I think something happened when you connected with this person, whether you like actually had intercourse with this person or you were just around this person, you kind of grounded this person. And so they went hard in the background on the spiritual work to get this person to work against you, because this person wasn't about to work against you. This could have been, like I said, with that energy of somebody who was close to me, we wasn't doing nothing though, like we wasn't close like that, but I could tell that he kind of wanted to talk to me. But he had a whole bunch of baby mamas, and I heard through the grapevine he had that thigh out. Well, no, he had that thigh out, but he had the hurt girt, and I didn't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want none of that. I felt bad for the young man because he was, he was attractive. All right, he was somebody who was a little authoritative, like he could hold his own. But the problem was, he had a lot of baby mamas. He made a lot of broken homes. He would run them. He had like a harem of feminine energies. And I heard he had the hurt girt. I heard he had herpes. So I didn't want any part of that. Okay? But this person, when he got around you, he was learning responsibility. He was learning patience. He was grounding himself. And so they decided to do some spell work on him. Maybe send another feminine energy in, or send one of his baby mamas or somebody in to throw him off his path, because he was like, when people get in your energy, they heal. When people get in your energy, they change. I think that's why they wanted to go ahead and take you out, because you were such a threat to their institution. Like I said, like people could just be in your energy, have 2 or 3 conversations with you, and they want to convert, and that was messing up all the time and hard work and witchcraft and all of that stuff. This masculine could have got seduced by a bunch of these feminine energies, got seduced by money, got seduced by possessions. If he was able to take you out, or he was able to make you his baby mama, he would have had an achievement. Okay? For some of y'all, if you're a masculine energy, go ahead and switch it out. It's a feminine energy who was putting on, trying to come towards you. There was a baba who was jealous of you. Okay? Just go ahead and switch the roles if you got to. So these people didn't want you to have nothing. And they sent a lot of other people towards you to make sure you didn't have nothing. Yeah, they didn't want you to be a good parent. They didn't want you to have a home. They didn't want you to know about your roots. They didn't want you to have any inner security. They didn't want you to do self-care. They wanted you all around moody with these emotions. They didn't want you to have a foundation. Okay? Something about you exploring things. Exploring certain things. Okay? You wanting to get your own wisdom. All right? Something about a cross-cultural relations. Maybe they tried to tell you that you were, of African bloodline. You may have had Nigerian in you, or you could have been, from, wherever, and, you could have been a part of whatever religion it was. They tried to cross their cultural beliefs with you. Because you could have a different, for a lot of melanated people, another way that they got these men and people in my city on their side was because they was telling them, you from Africa, you from Africa, you from Africa. But I mean, let's be fucking for real. We're from America. We're from America. We were here first. We could be from Southern America, Central America. We could be from the Caribbeans. We could be from all these other places. We're not just from Africa. Everybody didn't come from Africa. Some of us were from here, okay? But a lot of people were sticking to that African thing, because they felt like that's where the boat stopped at. But that was not the only boat that was sailing. There was a lot of different boats from a lot of different places with this explorer. Okay, so maybe you were helping people with higher education. You was letting them know that, you need to go get your ancestry looked at. You can be from other places. You can have different cultural backgrounds, okay? It's not just Africa. Somebody was being this masculine could have been a Capricorn energy. Somebody was a Capricorn energy. They were upset that you were very disciplined and masterful. You could be a Capricorn energy. They were fearful of that, okay? This greedy person was very fearful of that. They wanted to cause you misery, but you're in righteousness, okay? Something about a trine, dharma, trikona, righteousness. Your first house, your fifth house, and your ninth house. Your first house, your fifth house, and your ninth house was aligned. And you were inspiring people and groups of other people to get some sort of social awareness. Like I'm saying, you inspire people to learn about themselves. And these people didn't want that for them. They came over here with a job to take your community down, okay? Cause a lot of sicknesses, mental sicknesses, physical sicknesses, and they weren't able to achieve that. They're under judgment for that. They could be under judgment for whoever hired them to come to your city and do this, to come to your town and do this. Then we got the Emperor in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. It could have been multiple men working against you. Again, with my cards getting turned upside down every which way. They wanted to turn you upside down in every which way. There's a Queen of Wands in reverse who was trying to attack you. Okay, so they could have been a feminine of one of these masculines, or a feminine that they tried to send toward one of these masculines. These people were working together doing sexual magic to try to house your energy. They was doing sex spells with each other. They definitely were. They wanted you to be one of the forgotten, but you're not. I'm telling you, they tried to take you off this earth, and here we go. Oshun upside down, baby. Oshun upside down. Okay. What card is this? Yeah, these women, a very vain woman, self-absorbed woman, materialistic women. They wanted to take what was yours. They wanted your energy for beauty spells. They wanted your energy for beauty spells so they can go out here and baby trap. Oh, shoot. So they can go out here and baby trap people. I kid you not, okay? I'm going to have to remember that so I can block it out. Alright, I think I'm done with these cards. Yeah, these women were united in rage. I'm telling you, they was doing some sort of dances all in white. Coming for you. They tried a lot of different things. You may be connected to hoodoo roots. You may need a bottle tree. You may need to make a bottle tree. Or maybe you were a bottle tree for other people. Healing traumas. Okay? They used spell work to target you. They could have tried to get some of your hair, spit, nails, blood, scabs. They needed something from you to do this magic on you for that voodoo dog that I was talking about. Okay, so they went out to some sort of river that could have been close to you, and they tried to curse you. They used the Oshun to curse you. They used the water. They could have put the water in a bottle to make some warm water to come against you. What else I'm getting? They could have tried to get someone to do your hair. You may have had to take spiritual baths, or they went to the river to take a spiritual bath to call or summon or invoke this higher power, invoke this spirit, and it didn't go the way that they wanted it to go. Someone could have tried to use Oshun, and you could have, if you don't have an Oshun energy, you could have had, here we go with the cemeteries giving Oya, once again, Oya. Somebody tried to maybe use war water to summon Oya to come and cause chaos in your life. You were some sort of offering. They tried to cross you. They wanted to block you, hex you, jinx you. Maybe this is when they could have been, boom. So these women was by the river dressed in white, baptizing themselves in that water, doing dances. And after they finished baptizing themselves in that water, I'm hearing contradiction, they went to the cemetery to do some work with Oya. But Oya and Oshun is kind of rough waters in between the two. They did not get along. Okay, and then a gnat just popped up out of nowhere. They did not get along. So they were doing spiritual practices, but not the right way. So whoever this was who was doing these practices with them may have not been a legit spiritualist, okay? Or they was just trying to set them up for the okie doke. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I tried to pop the shit out of the net. I hope I got it. But look. Okay? So it was some sort of, they crossed the wrong paths with the wrong spirits. They wasn't supposed to do what they did. Tried to curse you. But they were unbalanced. Yeah. I mean, because this practitioner told them to do this. This woman being impulsive. Like, it's supposed to be certain practices. You talk to these spirits on certain days. There are certain things that you need to do. And they don't like to be, you know, they don't like to be summoned on the same day. Don't go to the cemetery with Oshun still on you. Don't come from the cemetery and try to rinse it off in the ocean and get Oshun to cleanse you and rinse you off. Like, that's possibly what they did too. They did some cemetery rule work first and then went and tried to wash themselves off in the river and get blessed by Oshun. But you cannot cross these two people. You cannot do it in the same day. Somebody rushed some spell work and they did some spell work on the same day trying to conjure two different entities and piss them off. It's rules to this shit. Period. It's rules to this shit. And this practitioner led these people down the wrong way. Well, now all these people got to pay. Now I see why all y'all coming through to test some shit up and Oshun ain't fucking with them. These people could be like looking older. They could have boils and pimples and all that stuff over their face and on their butt. They can't sell their ass no more. Okay? Somebody's trying to do some sort of worship because the jinxing and cursing ain't working. A spiritual mother. Here we go again. So we had this masculine practitioner who was supposed to navigate them through the spirit realms and give them guidance, and he led them astray. So he's being punished for that as well, because when you are a practitioner, like I said before, you are responsible for what you teach to other people. And this woman, this midwife, this spiritual mother of these folks, okay, she was supposed to be a spiritual advisor to these feminists, and she led them down the wrong path as well. Somebody is going to pass away. I did say something about this Baba, this practitioner, this masculine with coffin nails. He's possibly going to pass. That's a yes. He's possibly going to pass away. They could have tried to use your birth chart. I did pull out my astrology cards, okay? Somebody tried to use your birth chart to keep track of significant, like seasonal significance, to do spell work around a certain time or a certain time that they thought it would affect you. And like I said, someone hired these people to do this to you. Someone got this person from Nigeria to come over here and do this shit to you specifically. So whoever this was who hired this person was doing readings with your birth chart, okay? Because you were going to be on the right hand path. You were going to be strength to a lot of people, protecting. You had a strong protection. Yeah. Somebody could have tried to send the spirit of Ogun. This practitioner, this masculine, could have tried to use the spirit of Ogun with coffin nails. And I just got railroad nails with these nails. That's iron. They were trying to come put that fire on your ass. They were trying to kidnap you. They was trying to like shoot you up. They could have tried to put a hit out on you, for real. Yeah, the left hand path. They couldn't curse you and jinx you, so they was trying to take you out. Jeez. These people really tried to like I said, you were a threat to the institution. You were a threat to everything that they was teaching these folks. You were a threat to the lies that they was teaching these folks. You would have led these people to a new beginning, and they hated that. They didn't want that. These could have been old friends of yours. Could have been an Uber driver. Could have been a warlock or somebody watching you. Somebody could have tried to give you a ride. Somebody could have messed up your car and then tried to give you a ride. Let me get this off the floor. Alright, I said old friend. So you have a friend energy that could have been this masculine, or it could have been a feminine energy who was working with these people against you, trying to watch you closely for these folks. Their home is now haunted. Okay? Somebody they feel sorry. They're sorry for this shit. Okay, you could have a baby father that has something to do with this, and his wife is stalking you. You could have an ex that stay in your neighborhood, which could be this baby father or another ex or whatever that was staying in your neighborhood. They could have been trying to do some grooming at a daycare if you have a child. These people was trying to find people that were around you or were enlisting, like I said, people in your community to work against you because you had some sort of significance. Or, you know, they were trying to, like I said, kidnap you and your child. See, somebody know your birthday because someone stole your birth certificate. Someone went up to your health department and said that they were you and ended up getting some sort of birth certificate in your name, or they knew somebody who worked at the health department. Could have been a daycare worker who had a connection with somebody at they could have stole your baby's birth certificate and was doing chart readings on there, working with your baby daddy for some of y'all. Okay, if you would smell random burning smells, or if you do, that's them trying to do candle magic against you. You can use clover in this spiritual bath, or in a spiritual bath, or in your food to block gossip that these people are trying to do. Your spirits wanted to see how far they would go with this spell work, because the spirits knew that you were going to be victorious in the end anyway, but they wanted to see how far these people would go with their spell work. Yeah, you got a friend, whoever this quote friend is jealous of you because their man is obsessed with you. It's some feminine energy who you was cool with around the time that all of this attack was happening. Some feminine energy you was cool with, and this feminine energy could have slept with your baby father for some of y'all, or this woman was mad because her man was jealous. Her man was obsessed with you, which made her jealous. So it could be her baby daddy. The wife, a baby daddy's wife, is stalking you. It could be somebody like this in some sort of spiritual marriage. So like I spoke on, that young man that had a lot of kids and wanted to talk to me, and he was becoming obsessed, was because they were conjuring things, but he actually wanted to talk to me, I guess. And of course put me in this whole little thing of him and his baby mamas. And remember when I said there was a Queen of Wands, or there was a feminine energy that came around that they used to put a spell on this man because you was helping him heal? That's this sort of energy right here. Okay, now their house is haunted, or whatever house that she stay in is haunted. Also with the house, it could have been this whole spiritual house that they have could possibly be haunted as well. Okay, they had a house in the woods. Okay, so they had some sort of shack or some sort of house or something close to the woods that was close to this river that they would go do all their spiritual work in. And this is full of voodoo dolls. I told you they was making voodoo dolls and shit in that house. Someone's aunt, okay, someone's aunt had something to do with this. A parent, a deceased parent, could be trying to let you know that they left you something. These people could have been working against you. Again, it could have been someone. We're going to find out who hired these people to come and attack you, who enlisted this group of spiritualists to come and attack you, because that could have something to do with your baby daddy. That could have something to do with people stealing your birth certificate to do birth chart readings on you. That could have something to do with this deceased relative. Somebody was trying to block your memories and stop your desires. They were trying to take something that a parent left to you because they knew you were going to be successful. And if you were in a confident energy, if you were in this confident energy, then they wasn't going to be able to fuck up your root chakra. And that was the whole point of them messing up your root chakra. For some of y'all, this could have been a cousin. Okay, I did say something about an aunt. Maybe an aunt and a cousin had hired these people and listed these people to come around and put something on you. Somebody needs to go get some red jasper to help them with their grounding, okay, to ground themselves right now. Yeah, don't let your child walk alone. Don't let your child be by themselves. Someone is still trying to get your child and hold your child for ransom. That could have been something that these men was trying to do with this Ogun spells, okay, trying to use that iron, trying to kidnap your child and then hold them for ransom against you to take whatever's yours. Somebody does spells with toilet water. And these people also do sex spells. Didn't I say something about DNA, spit, blood, scabs, or something like that? Somebody was trying to spit in your food, or they did spit in your food. This is the person that was doing sex spells to get your energy from a masculine. Yeah, I cheated on you with a friend of yours. That could have been this cousin that was doing, cousin or somebody that was close to you, some sort of fake friend, okay? This fake friend could also be a cousin of yours. But they cheated on you. Cheating on you. Your masculine cheated on you with them. Because we got the friend energy here, friend energy there. Put it how it go. I said these people do sex spells. Okay? Somebody spit in somebody's food. You got an ancestor that you don't know. The ancestor that you do know that is trying to help you. This could be this parent. I did say something about these people were connected to the earth. They're using earth magic on you. Okay? Making them dolls out of sticks and mud and all of that stuff and doing spell work in the woods. They do all this just to have power over you. They want to mess with your root chakra and your sacral chakra. Okay? They thought they knew what plans that you had. Somebody wants to kidnap your child. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody, since they can't get control over you, they want control over your child. Let's see. Who hired these people to come after the collectors? They knew you had good news. Somebody from your past who knew you had some good news coming. Somebody who was trying to take this inheritance or whatever your parent could have left from you. They enlisted these people to try to come and conquer you. Who is this person? They don't want it to come out. I keep looking at my birds right here. They're my owls. They don't want it to come out. Someone's very knowledgeable with this owl. Somebody could be watching you at night, trying to watch you at night, spy on you, do stuff under the moon. They don't want to come out. They don't want to come out, y'all. Whoever this was doing this magic does not want to come out. Whoever this was who hired this person who's very passionate. Let me get these cards off the floor. Could have possibly been a Leo energy trying to use your strength. Heavy on this Queen of Wands in reverse that you had bad memories with in a family. This could be this cousin. This could be this aunt. This could be these supposed to be friends of yours in your community. There's a feminine energy who was trying to attack you. She did this magic for money. She don't got this money. She tried to trick your strength. She couldn't get it. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. They all work together. This baby father energy could be this King of Pentacles in reverse, or it could be this Baba. Who is this? We had a card left behind. Okay, these are three people that's heartbroken. This King of Pentacles in reverse, this Queen of Cups in reverse, and this Queen of Wands in reverse, and they work together with this community to come against you, to do magic on you. So these are three people that was in your family or close to you that is trying to enlist these people, these spiritualists, to come against you, to take your energy. Come on, somebody, to take your star energy and cause you an ending, so that they can sneak and use your power for their own selfish gain. But now they all being left out in the cold because you are you're housing your own energy, your own creativity, your own power, okay? And whatever plans that you have, like I said, they thought they knew your plans, so they was trying to block you. Whatever plans that you do have, you're getting a victory on that because you balance your life out heavy with the Sagittarius energy. Once again, you're going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to move around. So let's put this to the side so that I can pull the energy on these kumquats. We already know the group of people were these spiritualists, so we don't have to read on them no more. I heard something about Ishtar. Somebody was using some Ishtar energy to cause you an imbalance. Okay? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, let's get in on these people. Who is this King of Pentacles to the collective? I heard somebody from your past. Somebody who thought that they knew the truth about you or spread some sort of truth about you. Someone who you know the truth about and you put your guard up to them and successfully ended the cycle with them. This is a masculine energy who tried to cause you a lot of chaos in your life because you could have been his baby mama. This could be this baby daddy energy for some of y'all, this King of Pentacles, okay? Somebody who he was loving on. And then this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Wands in reverse is giving work wife, because there was a card that said something about your work wife. His work wife attacked you. So this is somebody he could have been working with this wand. I'm getting work. And this is somebody who he was married to, who he was attached to with this Queen of Cups. They both tried to cause some sort of spiritual, they worked together, or they could have did this sex magic together to try to block your intuition because they didn't want you moving forward. Okay, they tried to betray you, they tried to defeat you, and they ended up being defeated. Somebody is going to end up losing their life because they thought that they were in this Hierophant energy and they could stop you. I told you they was doing stuff in secret, causing illusions about you or trying to cause illusions to you, trying to make you crazy. That could be a reason why they're so moody. I can't even get the cards. They're so moody because of all this spell work they did to take some sort of home and inheritance, something from you. They tried to attack you, like I said, kidnap you, hold you for ransom, or hold your child for ransom against you. Okay, try to take your life from you, but they were held back from doing that because these people could have went to jail. Something could have happened. I'm telling y'all that the dude that was driving the van, that was working with them other dudes that was trying to come and kidnap me and my baby, they ended up going to jail. They couldn't touch us. They ended up going to jail for something else. I promise you. The shit was crazy. I scrolled on Jail View and I seen his face in jail. And somebody who was on the phone with me, another dude that was on the phone with me and him was cool too, because I was back then a practitioner and I was doing spiritual things for people to help them out. And one of my clients, he was on the phone because he wanted to cope. He wanted to talk to me. He was a little cute, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I know I ain't supposed to talk to my clients, but let me see what he's talking about, all right? Because I kept getting messages about a divine masculine. So these were the imposters. And so he was on the phone with me after he scheduled an appointment or whatever. He was talking to me and I was like looking on Jail View at the same time. Because he was trying to, tell me how his candles was burning so that I could, whatever. And he, paused for a moment and was telling me something about somebody who he be watching online that speak on this type of stuff. And I was like, hold on, because something told me like to look on Jail View real quick. So I put him on speakerphone, let him talk. And I was looking on Jail View and I bust out laughing. And he was like, what? And I was just like, it's some people in jail who I never thought that I would see in jail this quick. I said, spirit be working. That's what I be trying to tell. And I was using my experience as a testimony to him, you know what I'm saying, to let him know, because he had a lot of legal stuff going on and problems with different baby mamas. You know, that was a common thing with all these men in this group with these baby mamas. But he was talking to me, and he was you know, kind of like, oh, that's crazy, they in jail, what's their name? And I said the man's name, and then all of a sudden his voice got shaky, and right then and there I knew he was an op. And I stopped working with him, I stopped talking to him and everything, because right then and there I knew he was an op. A lot of people was on these folks' payroll who was trying to get in your drawers. A lot of people was on these people's payroll, but somebody was working against you, like I said, with these people to try to take something from you. Whoever this King of Pentacles is to you, like I said, baby daddy, ex-husband, could be a family member. We talked about an aunt and a cousin. This could be the aunt, this could be the cousin, and that could be the father figure for them. Okay, this King of Pentacles in reverse is a father figure. All of these people on the judgment, put it how it go. All of these people work together against you to take something that was yours. This is a money grab. This means money grab to me. And they tried to watch you and see what your plans was when you was cool with whoever this Queen of Wands was, and she was running back and telling these devil energies about what you had going on, and whatever it was that you was talking about, that you was planning to do, or at least that they thought you was planning to do, they tried to set you up to take you out. Innocent energy. Or these people could be immature. They tried to put some sort of lies on you. They told some lies. What did these people tell? Because they heavily burdened by some lies that they told to these people to get them to attack you. Maybe the lie was, if they could take you out, they'll be able to pay them. And they weren't able to pay them. And that's a lie. So now you done traveled your ass all the way over here to the U.S. to do some spiritual work, to try to conjure up shit, a lot of shit. And you can't pay nobody for nothing. You can't, some Emperor energy, this King of Pentacles in reverse, was supposed to pay them some money for doing what they did, and they were supposed to give it back to their village, and that was the whole point of them doing it. But all of them gonna suffer. All of them financially suffering right now. All of them upset because they couldn't do what they thought they was gonna be able to do, because you are the embodiment of this temperance energy. They weren't going to be able to work against you. They thought they was going to split up whatever this is your parent left you. They thought they was going to split up these funds and set up some sort of illusion. Say you was some sort of whore. Leave your body butt naked on the side of the road. Some crazy stuff after they kidnapped you. After they tried to. And then if they couldn't kidnap you, they was going to try to kidnap your child. Okay, that's why this could be a baby daddy energy for some of y'all. They was going to try to kidnap your child and hold your child for quote, quote, ransom. And when you wasn't going to be able to pay up, they was going to do something to your child. And then they was going to come and do something to you and make it seem like you were... He lied to these people and said that you knew about whatever money this was, because that's why they was trying to do this. He lied to these people and told them about some sort of money. Maybe this inheritance. You didn't know about this inheritance, but they knew about it. Maybe you spoke about it, but you didn't actually know how the Holy Spirit was going to bless you. It was something about this situation that they spoke on, and they spoke too soon is what I'm hearing. That's why they was trying to hold your child for ransom, because they feel like you got all the money. I'm telling you, these people is going through it right now. Somebody, whoever... going through it, and these people is locked up. They're going through it because they know that they're next. They know that they're going to jail next. I'm telling you, when somebody's gonna pass away, I feel like this masculine, this Baba is gonna end up passing away, and possibly whoever this masculine energy is. Somebody's gonna pass away. I feel like this man is gonna pass away, and that's why everybody else in this group is this Baba or this male hierophant. He's gonna pass away. If he ain't already passed away. Alright, y'all. This is it. This is all my loves. I hope you got what you needed from this reading. I'm going to go ahead and close it down and move on to another. So meet me in the next one.